Hello everyone. I've been researching about the agent frameworks, which are the most popular ones nowadays. Claim back to just as of mid to 2025. So they are CrewAI, Autogen, Vertex AI, and LangHraph. Here we go. We need to set up some initial things for Autogen, CrewAI, LangGraph. We're going to use LLM model from OpenAI, so API key for it. And for Vertex AI, it's a closed framework designed and supported by Google Cloud. So we need to have the Google Cloud account and a project dedicated one for it. So set up some of the steps here before we can start running Vertex. And then after we have the information, we prepare the environment variable dot environment file inside the project with the OpenAI key and Google Cloud variable. Now we can start to install. So I'm using UV to manage the dependency install for everything. Okay, and then we can start running the POC. Let's first take a look at Autogen. So in every framework, I create two agents. One is for SQL generation and one is for analytic agent. So there we go. For Autogen, the two agents will be collaborating in a chat. So I'm start using so I choose to use round robin group chat. So it's kind of a group chat between two agents and with the termination condition. Let's run it. So in order to run the POC, we're gonna run this command. So this is Autogen. Let's run it. Let's run it. Awesome. Let's just run the sample query and proceed with the query of the test. Now it's gonna run the query. Run this query with this prompt, and there's a tool attached to each agent will be executed. You can see that the query has been generated based on the user query natural language and has a result query in the mock database for now. And then the agent of the analysis agent will provide the result and provide a report like numbers and the key insight. And yeah, that's it for Autogen. Next one is CrewAI. For the CrewAI, we also have two agents. Same function, and then we create two separate tasks and assign the agent accordingly to each task, and then spin up the crew with two agents and two tasks in sequence. Now let's run CrewAI. Yes. Okay, crew starting. We're gonna run the sample query. So the crew execution has started with two tasks and with the corresponding agent assigned to. So first, data analyst will analyze the natural language, convert it to SQL query, and execute it. Return the raw result. Start thinking about the query and generate the query using the tool and execute that with the raw data. The next agent will process the query, the raw data from the previous one, and then do the reporting, summary, key finding, insight, and present the data in the clear format like this. That's it. There we go. And next one is LangGraph. Yes, LangGraph. We're gonna draw the workflow. So in the workflow, we create the node, separate node for understanding, generate SQL, execute SQL, and format the result. And then add the edges between the node. the chat. Same, we're going to use sample query. So running the query, started the workflow, passing the query from natural language, then pass it to the node SQL generation and have a SQL generated, then pass it to query execution, and the query has been executed with some data, and then pass it to the result formatting node, and it's going to format the result and do the report. So this is the report. Key finding, detailed report, insight, etc. That's it for LangGraph. For Vertex, the command will be a little bit of different because it used the agent development kit, which is developed dedicated for Google Cloud only. So we can use a fancy web UI, but also we can use the terminal base. So in this demo, I try to demo the fancy stuff with Google Cloud. So let's examine the code before we can run it in Vertex AI. So in Vertex AI, it's different naming in the script, Python script, because it's follow the same follow the naming convention of the guideline in this ADK. So it has to be agent .i, and then implement things. At the end, we need to assign the root agent. So the root agent will be using sequential agent in this POC. And in this agent, we have sub-agents, which is the two agents that we normally apply for the previous POC, so query generated agent and analysis agent. And then we should start to chat with the chatbot via web UI here. As you can see, this is the very fancy UI for development. Select agent, which is the Vertex one. It should show up the section ID, stage, artifact section, etc., and event. And then we can start to type our query. So here. So in the previous POC, we always use GPT model, but in here we have to use the Google LM model, which is Gemini model, Gemini 2.0 Flash model. There we go. It just executes the tool. Have require some human feedback, and let's just feedback with this one March. So it's asked me if I need to proceed further. So I proceed with March data and execute. The table condition current ability to calculate sales. Yes. Yes. There we go. Okay, I think that's it for the POC. In more detail and opinion, I put everything in here. So have a look and thank you.